ever.
Welcome back. So you may have heard about woolly bear caterpillars predicting our West Michigan weather outlook.
But they're not the most reliable meteorologists, let's be honest. Meteorologist Amber Twardy joins us live from the weather deck. She is official, and she's going to break down more about this myth. Hey, Amber.
Hey, good morning, Emily and Deja. Yeah, woolly bear caterpillars, they're best known for their fuzzy physique and the black and brown bands. Now, folklore says that those black and brown bands can actually tell us about the severity of the winter ahead, but that's not quite right. I stopped by Blandford Nature Center to hear more about this long-standing legend.
Each fall, these little critters crawl around in search of a place to ride out the winter ahead. But can they give us a clue into what type of winter we'll see? You've likely heard the legend that the colors on a woolly bear caterpillar can predict the upcoming winter, but it's no more than an old wives' tale.
It is a fun piece of folklore that the band can help predict the winter. There is no scientific evidence to back up this claim. In the folklore, if it's got a really long brown band, that will predict that the winter will be more mild, whereas if it's mostly black, then it will be a pretty harsh winter.
Legend says the colors tell us how cold and snowy the winter will be, but the placement of the bands on the caterpillar's body also has a significance in the well-known myth, revealing when the winter will be at its harshest.
If the brown band is toward the back, as it is on this caterpillar, the winter would start out pretty harsh and then it would end more mild. Whereas if the brown band was closer to the front and there was only a little section of black in the front, the winter would start pretty mild and then it would end really cold, really harsh.
So our furry little friend calls for a rough winter to start, but a milder finish later in the season. Don't start planning your ski trip yet, though. We know that a woolly bear caterpillar's bands tell us less about the future and more about the past.
The actual reasoning behind why these caterpillars have different band lengths and why they have longer or shorter brown bands is actually just due to two things. One of them being the age of the caterpillar, and then two, the quality or the length of the growing season.
A longer growing season means more time for the caterpillars to eat a diet of grasses and weeds, which helps them to grow a longer brown band.
Even though it is a fun piece of folklore that we can use the brown band to predict the harshness of the winter, it's not actually a scientific principle, and it's just a fun story that we can tell.
Woolly worms, woolies, and even hedgehog caterpillars. The woolly bear caterpillar goes by many different names, but meteorologist is not one of them. For your real winter forecast, the 13 Weather Impact team has got you covered. We're working on that right now behind the scenes. Stay tuned for our winter weather special to come out in November.